There's a lot more mics now, so it's a little hard.
You
for me to
press
do
all
that.
the buttons.
All of them?
You just
I
give
don't
her.
know. I don't know if I
no,
should.
do it.
Am I allowed to do that?
Oh God! Don't do it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Voice Chat. This is Winnipeg's best and only gaming radio show. I am one of your hosts, Adam Dolman. I'm joined, as always, by my good friends and co-hosts
Randall Ramatar.
and special guest
Tyler Buckingham.
and
Returning new challenger.
What? You can't be a returning new challenger. Same.
I cracked under the pressure. I just haven't been on the show for so long.
You're
Daniel
all-
Chen!
Woo! Awesome. It's good stuff. It's gonna be a good show for you guys today. It's our 100th episode.
Yeah.
We've
Episode
guys.
100.
we've been
Thank you, Tyler.
we've been on the air for over
2
2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler, you can sit next to Dan. That'll work just fine.
Do I have to?
You don't have to. No. I just didn't want you to be so far away there. There you go.
All right.
Nice and cozy. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah. Look
now
at
I can
us.
see everybody clearly
What's
too. I like it.
You know,
Smells awesome.
on on the
Got a bit of a feast going on here.
on the camera, we've got a camera set up in the studio here.
Hey. Everybody wave to the
Everybody wave
camera.
for the camera. What up, everybody?
I'm Adam.
I'm Randall.
There you go.
Tyler.
Dan.
There you go.
And
This is gonna be up
we're,
on
uh,
YouTube later.
Yeah, we're munching in the studio here. We brought in some snacks, some homemade salsa.
Man, Randall is just going all out here. He
Yeah.
brought us.
It's our 100th episode.
It's like the
We're
Slurpee 3 episode when you just brought Dan and I stuff. We just mooch off you.
I,
Pretty
I
much.
have a
bring-
feeling if
bring
it was a
stuff-
2-week episode, you'd
every now
still
and
bring,
again.
like,
Yeah.
this huge feast.
I want to give this to you, but I think it might explode.
Oh God.
You know
okay.
what?
Just be careful.
I'll
Although-
do it.
wait,
I'll
yeah.
do it.
Are you gonna do it? You gonna
Because I have a bag
Oh,
here,
look at that.
and I believe in myself.
Okay. I'm gonna just move over this way.
No, I believe in myself.
We're good?
Don't worry.
Sensitive equipment in here.
Just
There
keep
we go.
talking. Don't
We're
worry
good.
about
Okay.
me.
Okay. Too much pressure on him. I know. Dan,
Too
how's
much
it feel to be
pressure on the
back?
bottle.
Oh, feels good. Feels weird.
Yeah, yeah. What have you been doing? So you walked across China. You grew an epic beard. You shaved it, obviously.
Yes. I took down the wall.
Right.
That is the Great Wall.
Okay. Okay. Cool. You
Just
found
so-
yourself.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Right.
Ah,
You
it's
found
a
relig-
metaphor. I'm taking down the boundaries that.
That was a good sick political reference, Randall. So you found yourself. You found religion, lost religion, and now you're here.
I don't know where it went.
All right,
It's
well.
probably in the coach.
That'll happen. He's got a
Flip over
vacuum.
some cushions. You
Just
find
vacuum
religion
it.
again.
No, it's good. Gaming related.
This is all a giant ad for Dr. Pepper and Tostitos.
And Tostitos.
Continue.
Nothing gaming related. At least too much, anyways. But I
Okay.
traded in like a whole bunch of like excess crap that I've been accumulating just because like I need to clear space, and I traded it all in towards PNP Games or
Alright.
at PNP Games towards a Retron 5. So I finally got one.
Okay, and how is it? Because
Huh?
you were talking about this the last time you were on the show.
I feel a bit mixed about it.
Okay.
It feels really cheap. Like
Okay.
it's really light.
Okay, that's not good.
However, like yeah, it does its job like pretty well.
Right.
The only thing is like because it's like an emulation. Excuse me. An emulation system.
So glad we brought the video camera today.
You have to wait for each individual ROM to load, even if you have the cartridge in.
Okay.
And I don't know, everything just, like I said, just feels cheap about it. The controller's like a bit, It's like really light, plasticky feeling. Thank
That's
you,
not
Randall.
good.
You just passed the chips over to me.
Nice.
And like, I don't know, when you put in a cartridge and it's really hard to jam in there at first.
Okay.
Like it's really tight and like
That sounds awful that you
Yeah.
have to jam it in there. It's like
I know
it
it's just
seems
like
detrimental to the
but
cartridge.
like it probably is, but like after like you get it used to it, it kind of like it becomes easier over time. However,
That's it breaking.
That'll loosen up.
My head is so far into the gutter right now.
I know. I'm glad we haven't changed in 2 years.
it ain't a gutter.
So it comes with a controller that works with all the different systems, or
It works across like all the other systems.
can you
That's
use
correct.
the original controller?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
The
okay.
ports are on the side though, which is a bit weird. But I guess like because there's so many slots everywhere, like you just kind of like make do with the space that you have. The Game Boy Advance / Game Boy slot is like in the front, while the Super Nintendo, Genesis, NES, they're all on the top, and all the ports are on the side. Also, the SD card slot.
I'm so far gone. I'm sorry, man.
Show just started.
Aren't you glad you came back, Dan?
Slots
Slots everywhere, and it's just jam things in
Use
places.
the first one that's open.
One thing that's kind of inconvenient, the SD card is in the back. So it's just like, it kind of makes it a bit cumbersome, like depending on where you put the console, like underneath your TV or whatever.
Okay.
What else? Oh yeah, in the back, there's like this dock for your controller, the crappy controller that comes with. And you think it's a charging station, but no, it's just to hold the controller, which seems like really pointless.
Yeah, why would
So
you
it's just like
do
taking
that?
up extra space. I have no idea.
Like on the ColecoVision had that, I think.
Yeah.
The old Atari or something, you could like put away your controller inside the console. kind of.
Oh, the 5200 where it had like that cabinet or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. That didn't do so well.
Anyway,
It was a major selling point for the system.
But $150 I'd say is a hefty price tag for it, but I'd say like with the new software update, it is kind of worth it because the new software update allows you to put in cheats or like use different hacks. Like there are different versions of like Super Mario World where it's just like the insane version where they have like all these crazy levels that aren't in the game before. And another thing you can do, which is like really cool, is you can put an English patch in like the
Yeah, you
Japanese
were mentioning this
cartridges.
before the show.
Yeah, so you can. It's like all fan translations, of course, but like it's cool that you can play your Japanese Super Famicom cartridges or Famicom cartridges with this. So far, not all of them have worked. The ones that have worked for me so far are Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VI, Seiken Densetsu 3, which is Secret of Mana
Yeah.
2, and I think one more that I can't quite remember right now. But yeah, I'd say it's worth it, and especially like.
Like, if
100
you're-
sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
$150. It's a bit expensive, but like I guess kind of at the same time not, depending on what your needs are. But like yeah, you can have it like classic version, like the video output. You can have enhanced sound, and you can have all the video in 1080p, and you don't have to have it in widescreen
cool.
too. You can just have it like cropped, like if it was meant to be played.
Oh, so you can do it. You can do it in 4x3 then.
Yeah.
You don't, oh,
Yeah.
right on. That's good.
Now, speaking of new consoles, new console experiences, me and Rachel are picking up a Wii U by this weekend.
Get
Oh,
out of
really?
here!
So if you guys,
Awesome.
Wait. Why don't you wait until like maybe there might be a Smash Bros. Bundle. Bundaroo.
I would recommend you wait for that Black Friday Bundaroo.
do you think there's gonna be one?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a Smash Brothers bundle, and you
Might
might
guarantee, but likely.
Yeah, you might get the game for free, or you might get a colored console that looks kind of cool or something like that. I would wait
The only thing
because
I
what's
might-
the game you're gonna buy it for? Smash Brothers?
I really want to play Hyrule Warriors.
That looks really cool too.
you
yeah.
like Dynasty
Yeah,
I
Warriors?
love Dynasty Warriors. Me and Matt Regil used to
Yeah.
match that game.
It's a fun
until
game.
I think you'll like
all
it.
hours in the morning.
It combines a whole bunch of the universes together.
It does. I I've played the demo that was here a few times. I watched a bit of the gameplay while I was in Japan, and it looks like a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks Dynasty Warriors. It's
awesome.
like a costume party.
Oh yeah, and it looks beautiful too. I
Yeah.
actually had a few friends back that I made in New York when we waited in line for Mario Kart 8. They waited in line for Hyrule Warriors Limited Edition, and apparently now it's going for like $500 on eBay.
That's
It's
awesome.
insane.
what
Yeah.
comes with that?
A scarf.
Makes sense.
Does it though?
When I think Hyrule Warriors, I think
It's damn
Chili
fashionable. I'll
nuts.
have you know.
What is there like a?
No, it's just like really limited. Even like they gave wristbands to people who were supposed to get them, but they made a mistake, and like not everyone who got a wristband got a copy of the game.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's like, ouch.
that becomes a pissed band.
And I might be exaggerating this, but I heard it
Yeah,
was.
because they're angry.
I heard the line was. I heard the line was 3 times longer than the one for Mario Kart 8.
Really?
Really? Longer than for?
Mario Kart's a bigger game; it'll sell more, but like, there's more Zelda collectors. I
That's
think.
true.
Ah,
yeah,
yeah,
I
there's-
actually, yeah.
And then it's got the Dynasty Warriors kind of.
I mean, it's got a scarf too, so
Yeah,
probably.
that-
I don't
that
think
scarf.
people care much for the Dynasty Warriors part, actually.
Really?
Unless you're a huge Dynasty Warriors fan.
There's like that whole like.
It looks pretty cool,
Muso
though.
Corp.
Yeah, I mean, like I know there's like diehard Dynasty Warriors fans out there and everything, but I don't know that it's. I mean, I think that what's selling that is obviously it's
Zelda.
the Zelda stuff, but like,
It almost caught Rachel. It almost caught Rachel.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to play that. And I'm like, I don't think you think.
Dynasty
I
Warriors
don't
is
think you
just
know what
fun.
this is.
Like Dynasty Warriors is just fun. You know, you run
It's
around
hack
and
and
you just
slash.
kill a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
Is there a lot
and-
of strategy involved in this? Would you say, or like
In-
in the Dynasty Warrior games?
Yes and no.
Okay. That seems to
there's-
be.
There's a bit of strategy when it comes to rescuing certain people or choosing between who do you rescue. Because you can't always save both of them,
I heard the
But
one
it's a
annoying
Dynasty
thing.
Warriors game basically.
most likely.
I heard like just the one most annoying thing is just like boss battles because it's like a lot of rinse and repeat and like they have a lot of HP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Yep.
That sounds like Dynasty Warriors to me. Like all of that. It just sounds like they reskinned Dynasty Warriors with Zelda
Well, that's
characters.
exactly.
That's
It
cool.
is,
That's
it is.
fine. That's what it is, right? Like,
And
yeah.
I mean, I've thoroughly enjoyed playing Dynasty Warriors, and it's not a game you play by yourself. You
Hmm.
play with friends
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah.
"Yo, man, you go
way
over
more
there."
fun in co-op. Yeah.
Yo, man.
I'm pretty sure I said exactly that to Matt Rubio. I was like, "Yo, man, you go over there. I got this guy."
Awesome.
Sorry to hijack the conversation, by the way, but
No,
like,
no,
yeah,
no,
what's up
man.
with you
No, no.
guys?
Good
Don't
to
apologize.
have you back.
Tyler especially. What's going on?
Having a kid takes up a lot of time.
I thought you said like I thought you meant like another one. I was like, Cube has?
I'd like to make a special announcement on Voice Chat's 100th episode. We're having a baby.
Together, all four of us.
I've seen Junior. I'll be Danny DeVito. Who wants to be Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Not it.
You be you, I be me. Get down.
So what have you been playing lately there, Tyler?
Still working on Mother 3.
Yeah?
Don't have tons of time to play stuff
Right,
now.
right.
Yeah, you were talking about how you played that when you and I were...
Yeah,
One
yeah.
year.
So I'm about 3 chapters in,
Okay.
and it's
Nice.
good so far. They it's kind of a different story structure this time. Like I'm in the 3rd chapter, and so far every chapter I'm kind of playing a different party,
Right.
and there's different storylines. So they kind of they'll briefly cross paths with other characters, and then they'll split off again. So
Okay.
it's different from Earthbound, but I'm liking it so
Cool.
far.
Are you playing it on like an emulator, or are you playing it like on
No,
a
like
bad
I said on the
100%
show,
legit.
my,
You gotta
my
listen to the show.
imported Nintendo DS that I'm showing you right now, or sorry, Game Boy
There's a
Advance.
camera right there.
Whoa! Look at those graphics.
Do you know how many people, my boss decided to listen to the show on the episode that you and I were on, Tyler?
Okay.
And the very first thing she says to me the next day is, "Your friend is crazy spending that much money on a video game." And then I
Yes,
was like,
I was.
yeah. And she's like, "Is it that rare? Do video games get rare like that?" I was like, "Yeah, they totally do. Yeah,
They-
100%. Like actually more than that."
That's
Yeah.
the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dan can tell us that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
Ew. Get out of here with that.
some quality on the air programming for 2 years. You know? Voice chat.
Good things. Good things.
Good things. Good things. Well, that's good to hear. So you like Mother 3 then?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. One more thing about the game.
Mm.
Sometimes when you open treasure chests, ghosts will pop out and burp in your face.
Well,
And when that happens, you get nauseated and you can't eat recovery items anymore.
okay. Well,
For how long?
So anybody who's on the fence,
I was just gonna say,
take that
When you-
fact.
Sounds like a selling point.
I'm just
Tyler,
gonna
when
put
you've
that
made
out
the
there.
sale, it's time to stop selling. You had me at
Okay,
burping
okay.
ghost. The nauseated is just a bonus. I mean, really, that's
How-
awesome.
How much did you like Earthbound?
I liked it a lot,
Did
but
it?
it's been a long time since I played it, so
Hmm.
it might be kind of rose-tinted glasses. But
Hmm,
I
yeah.
remember enjoying it.
Yeah, because I played it for the first time, and I heard you were pretty upset with my review of it.
Yeah, you
Uh,
famously hated it. Thought it was the worst game
I
you'd ever
think
played.
hate is strong, but
Yeah, it was like the
it
worst
definitely hasn't
game.
aged
I think
well,
we have
and,
it
like, it was
on.
my first
We have a
The,
clip.
uh,
Let's go to the clip. No, I'm just kidding.
hate it, hate it, hate it.
Terrible. Burn it to the ground.
I'm never picking Ness in Smash Brothers again.
The annoying thing is that they kept that per character inventory system.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
so
Yeah, like
you're,
the biggest gripe with the.
Oh.
game.
always shuffling items around between all the.
So antiquated.
Yeah.
Did they keep the rolling HP in the?
Yeah, they kept all that stuff.
Okay, that's really cool. That's one. That and also like when you get like way too strong and you like beat weak enemies and like without even battling them.
Yeah, they just.
those are really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like I said, not my thing. Especially like playing it in 2014 or 2013. Yeah, 2013.
Mhm.
It can be hard to go back home sometimes. You know, like when you
Yeah.
go back to old games and you're like, you know, I don't know if I really dig this anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you trying something and you're just like, this was a lot better when I was a kid, or like things have just changed so much.
Mm.
Like I really liked Beyond Good and Evil, but then when I went back to play Beyond Good and Evil HD,
It's a bit hard.
I was like, this
Yeah.
camera is horrible, and like, it was so hard to play the game. You know what I mean? Like things have
Yeah,
just
when
changed.
they
so much,
normalize
right?
like moving with the left stick and then like the proper camera with the
Yeah.
right stick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's how I felt about Earthbound. Like I don't want to judge it harshly on the graphics because like I don't know because
Well-
I shouldn't be talking about graphics, but everything just kind of looked really flat. And I know it's like the choice of the art style,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like just 1 year later, Chrono Trigger came out. Wait, no, it was within the same year, and that
Yeah.
game looks amazing
It does, yeah.
in comparison.
It's I don't know. It's hard like any art form. It's like hard. You got to kind of judge it amongst its peers at the time, right? It's kind of hard to go back to it and just be like, oh, this doesn't look good or this doesn't play as well,
Judge it among its peers.
unless it stood out as being particularly bad at the time or something like that, right? So yeah,
Hmm.
that's nostalgia for you.
I
What are you gonna
don't know, man. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think visually things are just whatever.
Randall's tripping out.
do? You all right?
Lay off the salsa, man.
Man, the things in games, they're like they speak to me.
Yeah.
Some of
the
the
visuals
characters-
or whatever,
Some
man.
of the, some of the characters are like 2-dimensional and some of them are like 5-dimensional.
What are you gonna do?
That's how they roll, man.
I think a lot of those SNES era games hold up actually.
Yeah.
Like say compared
Yeah.
to the early 3D games like
Yeah.
N64, like PS1.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I actually
Era
think
games.
those games hold up the worst because it
Is
was
that awkward transition?
yeah, it was that awkward
Yeah.
transition both graphically, like they look really bad just because they're like everything's these
I don't-
polygonal
Blurry
triangles and blurry
textures
texture. And then also that was like that's when we got like true 3D world movement
Mhm.
where you'd have to move around and
Yeah.
remember having to navigate around 3D worlds with just one stick on the 64, and like now we have twin sticks, right? Where you have a mouse and keyboard or whatever. It's just like it's weird to go back to that and see how janky that was when it started.
Or you can just play it on Wii Virtual Console, and then you can use your GameCube controller, and then you can use the C-Stick to control the camera.
There you go.
I'm actually playing Super Mario World 64,
Hmm.
and I'm liking it quite a bit. I only have like 55 stars right now.
Hmm.
But like in the later levels, it gets a bit more difficult because like you're fighting against the camera and like I don't know, the awkward 3D-ness. But like I'd say it held up decently well.
Right.
You know what I want to go through? I want to go through Super Mario RPG again.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
I never
never
played that.
actually
Never played
actually
it.
finished that game,
really.
but I got far enough that I thoroughly enjoyed it, and then I don't remember what happened.
I never
It's
played.
a fun game. I don't remember much about it. Everyone wants Geno in Smash Bros for some reason.
Yeah, man, because Gino was like the
I don't-
bee's knees.
He was a toy, right?
yeah,
Okay.
he was like a puppet, and he was like unstoppably strong in Super Mario RPG.
Hmm.
He was the guy to have on your team. You beat the game with Gino.
Yeah, cool.
Huh,
good. Never played it.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna play after 64? You gonna play-
64.
So you're gonna go on to Super Mario Sunshine, play through that,
I actually after like
and then
you,
right
yeah, after
Right.
you let me have it that like a few times,
a few times.
I put it in and I hated it instantly.
Oh.
Well played.
Way
well
to
played.
commit to the joke, dude.
It's not a joke. I'm being serious. No, I just don't think like feel so guilty for hijacking this whole. Anyways,
Whatever, dude. Just talk. It's fine.
just
Welcome back to Voice Chat.
Yeah,
do your
but-
thing, man.
yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah,
but
We're
like,
just four idiots hanging out and talking about video games. Right?
you're not hijacking anything.
You're literally commanding the entire conversation right now.
anyways, I feel like Flood or whatever. It just feels like awkward third-person shooting being added into a platform, and I don't think they mix well together. I don't
Okay.
know like how well you remember it or like how recently you've played it.
Well, it might be one of those things, like what I just
Yeah.
said about how it can be hard to go back. But at the time, I was like, "This is awesome!" Like I thought it was so cool
No,
to
for
combine,
sure, yeah.
combine the
Mm.
shooting tactics.
And I commend Nintendo for like just having or making a bold decision to like
Mhm.
just kind of branch out. But everything about it it doesn't feel like a Mario game. Like there's talking in it. There's I don't know cutscenes. It's just like I don't know.
Wait, Mario talks?
Huh? He doesn't talk, but
No.
everyone around him talks a lot, and the
Oh.
voice acting's like it's okay for the time, but it's like
Did they really
eh.
talk a lot? I don't remember
Was
them
that-
talking that much.
The people?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone talks to you.
Well, like the Delfino, the people on
Delfino Plaza?
Yeah, they talk, but like the Peach, I don't remember Peach talking.
She
Did
talks
talk?
a bit, but like it's just one word stuff like, did you see that? And just drifts off. But,
Sounds pretty much like
That sounds
every
like
other
Peach.
Mario game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
no, she talks a bit more though.
I hate when she says that in Smash. I want to choke her out.
Because he never plays her.
No, because Calvin used to always play as her.
Uh,
He'd
Oh.
kick the pants
Ooh,
off me.
speaking of Smash, I got the demo.
That's right. You did.
Wait, do you have it with you now?
Huh? No, I don't have it with me now.
Ah, I was gonna say we could just abandon the show and then just start playing.
Play
I've
as
been
our-
wanting to play against
play as
somebody
our
for
4
ages.
characters.
Like,
Well, the game's
5
out in
minutes.
like
Yeah, I got it.
2 days or whatever, right? Or
What's
2 or
that?
3 days. Yeah, it's out on Friday.
yeah, I know. A guy at my work reminded me of that, and I was like, "Holy crap! I forgot about that."
Did you pre-order it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, pre-ordered it like months ago.
Dope.
There was a deal to pre-order 3 games from E3 from Best Buy,
Okay.
and I did that one. I did Evolve, and I did
That one?
I did that one. I did
The other one?
Evolve, and I did the last one.
Wait, did you you said you pre-ordered Evolve?
I did, yeah.
Oh, cool.
That was back when it was coming out in
Dope.
October, and they got moved to February.
Got to try that in at TGS.
Oh, really?
By the way, all the pictures from TGS are up on Facebook. Go check that out.
They're worth checking
Facebook.com
out. They're awesome.
/UMFM voice chat.
Yeah.
They were it was
Super cool.
unreal.
Those were awesome photos, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried to take as many as I could, and
Oh yeah,
I
you
loved
did.
well, the thing is, a lot of the pictures that I took, some of them were blurry, some of them were
Ah, what are you gonna do?
like crazy.
They can't all be gems.
Yeah, exactly.
you
So
go.
I put the best ones up, and
The blurry ones were mostly the spy cam stuff.
did
and
you
the
see
girls'
did you see the stuff from?
They were just giving them out for free in Japan, right?
Did you? There's one of my posts was there was a warning about upskirting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
What's going on with that?
Weird.
Oh, what? All right.
By the way, apparently it's legal in Texas now.
What upskirting?
Yeah.
They've legalized
What?
that?
Isn't that
What?
weird
That is weird.
and stupid?
That's really stupid.
But anyways, Coil,
Well,
carry on.
There's this warning as you're riding the escalator that says "Beware of upskirting," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then I just said some stuff in Japanese, and I said, "I don't know what that is." And then there was some pictures of a dress and then a camera, like
I just love the idea that it's
a
like a
cell phone.
stick, dirty old man, like
nah, man,
No?
nah, just everyone.
just a normal.
And it was only in Akihabara.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those
I-
video game people, man.
yeah,
I'm telling
man.
you.
They're horrible
Debauched.
people. We are terrible, terrible people. But Makahari was where the video where TGS was.
Ah,
So go check those pictures out.
they're awesome.
That was funny,
Facebook.com/UMFM voice chat.
It's funny. Last week you asked him about that giant torso booth. I
Yeah.
asked him the same thing when
Yeah.
he got back.
Yeah.
With like the breasts.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
totally like
Put your head in. Yeah.
immediately he was
Yeah.
like, "Did you play that?" I'm like, "I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about, man."
Yeah. I
Like,
think
it
it
was there.
a friend of mine sent me a link to it, and they were like, "Yeah, isn't this crazy or whatever?" And it was like some article about it being like obviously incredibly sexist, right? And I was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, like none of that is untrue." But I also feel like people might have just been completely ignoring TGS and a lot of Japanese games in general for years and years and years. And this is what sets them off. I was just like, that's,
Like
you
I
know.
said, were you aware of your walk there?
Yeah.
Did you look around at all?
Yeah, no kidding.
Sorry, just to backtrack a little bit. I just want to get your impressions on the Smash Bros. Demo so far.
I really liked it. The villager is a beast.
Yeah.
An
he
absolute
can absorb
beast.
anything.
It's so awesome.
Oh,
I like playing as him best, probably.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mega Man's really good too. Like,
I think Mega
was
Man's
it-
okay, but I like playing as him the most.
Was it? I think it was Ty. We were talking about the villagers tree throwing, where you like grow a tree and
you
then
can bounce it back and forth. We were talking
yeah,
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you catch
Oh, you
it.
tried it?
No, or no, he was just telling me about it.
Oh, it's sick.
Do you want to try that? Do you want to try the demo after the show?
Heck
I
yeah,
think I,
do.
meant. I think I meant to show you it last week, but I
Yeah.
forgot.
There is a difference between the demo that Platinum members get from Club Nintendo and the one that is released in the wild.
Ooh.
The only difference is the fact that the people who like the public one, if you download it, you can only play it 30 times, and then that's it.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Whereas the
We'll
Platinum
see.
members, you can play it until the day you die.
We'll see if you can play it.
No, you're a Platinum, or you got it from a Platinum.
I got it
member,
from a
right?
platinum member.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're fine.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the platinum members only get to do it 30 times. I was like, that's weird.
No.
No.
Other way around. Other way
Oh,
around.
gotcha.
The public one.
Nice.
Well, whatever. It comes out in like a few days anyway.
So to become a
you'll
platinum member, what do you have to? What are the hoops that you have to jump through for this?
Give them the rundown there, Dan.
Well, you have to register coins like that you get in Nintendo games, and
Right.
I think like for Wii U games you get like anywhere for between 50 and 70, and I
So
think
buying
buying
a Wii
Nintendo
U,
games.
buying a Wii U nets I think 160. I was looking it up
Yeah.
briefly and I
Yeah.
kind
If you, of course, if you buy
It should be more
consoles,
than
you
that.
get more.
It should be more than that because I think a 3DS is like 160.
It doesn't really. They don't. Nintendo doesn't really owe you anything, so it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's a,
exactly.
Oh,
a
it's
bonus.
nice. Yeah, like it's really cool. Like I got Metroid Prime for free on it because I just
that's
I
sweet.
just spent the coins that I had with it.
Oh,
Or no, sorry, not Metroid,
Wait,
Metroid Prime.
you got Metroid? Prime for
Metroid.
free?
I got Metroid.
Oh,
sorry.
the original.
Yeah, that's what I mean, sir.
I was like, duh.
I threw the Prime on there. I don't know why.
But to be a platinum
memory.
member, I think I can't. I'm pretty sure you need 800 coins.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
it's
so if
but
pretty
you have a whole
expensive.
year to do it. You have a whole year
Okay.
to do it, which is
Yeah.
not that bad.
And then how long are you a platinum member for?
Huh?
An entire
For-
year,
Well,
right?
you have a year to become one, and you have the remainder. Like once you become one, you have the remainder of that year to be a platinum member, and then it resets.
So hypothetically, you have to spend
A lot of money
if you get 50 to 70 coins per
for Wii
game.
U game, and like
so
about
you have to buy
30 or 50
10
for
games.
more than that.
More than 10
well,
games?
Well, I guess if you register the, excuse
and,
me,
and,
the Wii
and
U.
the new console.
Never
So
mind.
okay,
Yeah, so 7 games or 7 or
So-
6 games and the Wii U.
7 games in a Wii U. That's
Yeah.
insane.
But if like there's ways to like
That's
work
a whole
around
year
it.
though. That's over a whole year.
Seems high. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
seems
it is-
like
it's
for
high.
this platinum membership.
But again, that's
No,
just
no.
for like a platinum membership.
Okay.
You can spend the coins on like games and stuff.
So to give you an idea, I got my 3DS in December of last year for Christmas.
okay.
I bought Pokemon X, Shovel Knight. I can't remember what else I bought. I bought like probably about 4 games, and I was literally only 100 coins away from being a platinum member. I could have bought 2 more games, and I would have become a platinum member. So like, cause you do surveys as well. Don't forget about those. Like when you register a game,
Yeah, it's annoying.
you do a survey, you get an additional 10. Sometimes if you pre-order a game, you get an additional 10. So there's all these other incentives to like.
If you commit to buying
know.
it.
yeah.
Oh,
if you can
okay.
buy it.
Yeah.
Like I got that for Super Smash Brothers. I did that, like said, I'm gonna buy it, and then like when I register it, I'll get the initial coins plus the extra 10, plus then I'll do a survey and I'll get an additional 10. So it actually adds up a lot faster than you would think it does.
Okay. It's yeah, because right now it seems crazy.
yeah, and also
No,
you can
and then
like
It's like the craziest.
And the
membership
the
fees
Wii,
ever.
yeah, and the Wii U rewards I think are way better than the 3DS rewards.
mhm.
Like I personally, I just think they're better.
I don't really care much with the 3DS ones.
Yeah.
But they're not really doing physical rewards anymore.
No.
They're just kind of like, I don't know, thinning them out and just trying to do digital only. I guess
Yeah.
to save money on shipping because it's crazy for a free thing.
probably be ridiculous. yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I personally think it's a good service. I think like 800 is steep, but like at the same time that you're like an elite member, it shouldn't be easy to get all the way up there. I think, and like the only
Wait. So platinum is the highest. There's nothing higher than platinum.
nothing higher than platinum.
Okay. But is there like a gold and
There is a gold.
Okay.
You got a runner-up prize, but like,
that seems lame.
huh? It's 600 coins, but like, again, they don't
I'm a
owe
gold-
you
I'm a
anything.
gold member.
It's for free. It's for nothing. Remember that.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
can still
yeah,
spend
that's
the
true.
coins.
That
You
is
don't have
very-
to.
You're just
that is
registering
very
your
true.
product.
Once you get
Right?
800, you keep the 800 coins until you spend them. The gift you get at the end of the year for becoming platinum or gold, you get that for free.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So there's that.
Remember?
Yeah. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Yeah.
So you get an additional gift plus all the games that you can buy.
What's it called? This the demo, the 3DS demo. That was actually just a surprise. Like nobody even knew about that.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
So like
starting
that
to
was
sound
in,
better.
yeah. It was in addition to the in addition to the
So you
platinum
buy
prize.
games that you like, you get
Yeah.
points,
And
or
some of the stuff is
coins,
cool.
Yeah.
Like
and then you get free stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool.
some of the
You might as well do it. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Like-
if you don't, then you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
And there's
that's awesome.
stuff you can do. Like you can ask friends if they don't use the points, or like, yeah, you can buy a used game or whatever, and just like, actually, never mind. That made absolutely no sense.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, no, some
Disregard
of the
that.
platinum prizes are really cool. Like, you had a choice between a Majora's Mask soundtrack or
Oh,
a
that's sweet.
a 3-poster set of like Zelda posters.
Well,
There
give
were
me that
there were
soundtrack,
free
man.
games
That's
too,
sweet.
like Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D was
yeah,
free.
that was last year.
Whoa.
I think they're going the digital route this way, but like before it was like a whole bunch of physical prizes. The very first one that they did, I think back
That
in
was on that for this
2009.
year. Like
Sorry?
on when they just tallied up all the platinum rewards,
I'm more excited
like
to buy
back
a
in
Wii U.
July or whatever it was.
Yeah, what a
They put it was Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D was like for the 3DS.
yeah, you get a choice between like a whole bunch of games.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like a friend of mine at work got it for free. He was just like, "Oh, cool! I haven't played this game yet," and he just
Yeah.
got it for free because he
It's legit.
played other games. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's like a $35 game. The one I picked was Game & Wario, which is a $50 game. A bad one, but it's a $50 game, so I just want to
Now,
get the most out of my
Correct me
money.
if I'm wrong, but you don't have to hold on to those coins. They just once you've
Oh yeah, it'll keep your track of them
Of your-
for the year.
You don't
total
lose
like how
score?
many
yeah.
you've earned.
okay.
Yeah.
you don't get to keep the coins, but it'll remember how many you've earned
Okay.
for that
so
year.
once you've earned 800 for the year, then you get your
Yeah.
platinum prize.
and you
Okay.
can spend them
and you
along
can
the way.
spend. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There
But
we
It's a
go.
really
yeah,
cool
there you go.
program
Yeah,
as
you
well.
don't have to hold on to them, then get to 800 and then spend them. You can just
Yeah.
spend them along the way.
Nice.
I remember the
Very
very
cool.
first Club Nintendo Platinum Prize. It was a choice between a Mario hat or an exclusive Doc Lewis Punch-Out game.
Whoa, that sounds fantastic. I'd go for the Doc Lewis Punch-Out game.
I went for that one because I knew like it would eventually disappear,
Yeah.
and I eventually traded someone for the hat anyways, so it
Oh,
was worth
nice.
it.
Cool.
Sounds like Pepsi points.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
oh
Pepsi
wait,
points.
yeah. Another thing, Nintendo turned 125 recently.
That's right. Happy birthday to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Aw.
They again hijacking. They start out as a card company, but apparently because like Western culture
They
was
used to do baseball cards.
a whole bunch
Playing
of cards,
cards
yeah.
and stuff like that,
Yeah.
But like in the very beginning,
Hanafuda
125
cards?
yeah, Hanafuda cards.
Yep.
With like beautiful pictures on them. That was because they were really or the Japanese were really influenced by Western culture because like they were introducing a whole bunch of things like I don't know, guns and stuff. And like no, it's true. And gambling. Gambling was one of the things. And then like because of that, they were Japan they kind of wanted to outlaw every Western influenced thing. So they outlawed gambling, so people stopped doing that. However, because Nintendo became like a card was a card company at the time, they weren't meant for gambling, but you know the Yakuza they were used them as a card company or as a card game to gamble.
Wow.
So they were keeping them in business.
So they have like a criminal past.
Yeah.
They're like the Sleemans of the video game world.
Is it Siemens? What's the other?
Sleemans is the one that is that beer company that won't shut up about the fact that
That they're-
they supplied beer to Al Capone.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's like,
exactly.
I don't hear a Canadian club going like, we gave whiskey to them. Like everybody did. A bunch of Canadian companies did that.
Yeah.
Sleemans, I'm telling you. Not disparaging them on the air. Great company.
And it's
Awesome.
not even the original company. Like Sleeman's went out of business. For
Yeah,
like
that's right, didn't
30
it?
years or something, and
Yeah.
then
What?
Just came back. I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't
they just
know.
came back.
Nintendo
to
is continuously operating.
Isn't that awesome? That's super
Step
cool.
your game up, Sleemans. Your number one
Almost
competitor.
The number one competitor for Nintendo.
Sleemans just enters the video game industry. The Sleemans console.
I don't know how to make a video game. You make a video
Welcome
game.
to the Sleebox.
Nintendo makes another
Sleebox
like
480.
triple
This
A
is
game.
called. This is the Slee U.
Nintendo makes another triple A game. Sleemans is just like every time, every goddamn time.
They just scrap it. Just, back to the drawing board, boys.
Speaking of people jumping into video games, Green Man Gaming is doing something. Did you hear about
What?
this? Yeah, apparently Green Man Gaming is got their hand in publishing now.
Are they really?
Apparently.
I didn't know that. So it's
They've
like
got,
Steam Greenlight kind of deal.
Oh, what? I think it's Green Man Loaded. I think it is what it's
Cool.
called.
Green Man Gaming is awesome.
Yeah, so
like-
I'm very excited to see what they bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Uh,
interesting.
So for everyone who's like, I get my games from Steam, I got news for you. You can buy games from greenmangaming.com and then download them on Steam
Now I don't know how long this is gonna last.
and just do it that way. 'cause
I don't know how long this is
you
gonna
know what I mean?
last because there's talk of Green Man Gaming doing their own little
No!
system.
No,
Yeah.
no. They
Yep.
well, first of all, they already have like that capsule thing, but no, man, I hate that so much. Everyone just do one thing. I hate it so much.
Yep.
Like the
Yep.
fact that I have to sign into Origin to play Titanfall, and the fact
Yep.
that I have to sign into Uplay to play the games that I don't ever play again. But still, you know,
Perfect, yeah.
oh, I just hate it so much. It's like just everybody use Steam.
Yeah.
and Steam just give people more money. I'm fine
Yep.
with that.
Yep.
right?
I'm totally about that life.
I don't want that. I
But
know.
it looks like that's the direction that we're moving in.
I think Good Old Games is doing a similar thing too.
Mhm.
Uh oh.
What's good old games, by the way?
Good old
uh,
games.
God-
God.com.
I'm old, so-
GOG.com. You know, mostly what they do is let you play old PC games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Modern.
That's
Mhm.
cool.
It's
It's
awesome.
really awesome.
You can
Hardware.
get like you can play like Commander Keen on there. Like you can go and download that and
I wish I had a PC sometimes, just because like I found a copy of System Shock 2, and I
Yeah.
have like Alien vs
you
Predator.
can get that on there. They have sales all the time too, and
Ugh.
and there's DRM free as well. So you download the game, not a client. So you just download the whole game and then you can install
Yeah.
it, and you can get rid of it whenever you want. You don't have to open up any separate gaming client to use it or anything?
Yeah, so I think they're getting more into like current games.
Mm-hmm.
Like it used to be just really old stuff.
Oh, good old
But,
games.
They had the exclusive like I think it was for the first day or something like that, but they had like a big publishing deal with CD Projekt Red for The Witcher 2 on it as well, and I think they might be doing something for The Witcher 3 as well. But it's really cool. Like they reach out to newer developers now as well, which is pretty cool.
Right on, right on, right on.
No one will ever get to see that.
Speaking of people breaking into the industry, there might be a company leaving the industry now.
Oh,
Hyperkin, which made the Retron 5.
It cost them too much to produce the plastic.
we should have put in the cubby hole for the controller.
The cubby hole cost too much.
We should have put in the cup holder. We should have put it in.
Leaving money on the table.
We just filled the empty space with gold. What were we thinking?
The reason for this is because the way they do software emulation, you know what? You
Is
know what
illegal?
they use? They're using SNES 9X. That's
Oh,
a
like-
well-known emulator that's
yeah.
really popular, and like it's for free use as
oh.
long as you don't make a profit.
Oh,
and obviously,
dude,
it's
I was
breaching this.
I was totally joking when I said they're using
Yeah.
illegal emulation, but they
Oh
are.
yeah, they
Wow.
are. They totally are.
Wow.
And now, so like, you know, they're aware of it, but like, I think Hyperkin, the company that makes the Retron 5, they're trying to like play it dumb, be like, dude, we didn't know you couldn't do that.
Wow, that worked
And
out
so,
really
like-
good for Silicon Knights when they were like,
Yeah.
we didn't know we couldn't use the Unreal Engine.
we
and all their
didn't know we
games
couldn't
got
make a crappy
destroyed.
game.
For the record, ignorance does not.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't excuse you
There's
from breaking
literally
the law.
it literally
But-
says it in the law that you
that-
can't
it
can
you can't use that as an excuse.
I don't know. It might like
So that could
leave
be
some
a
leniency for the company.
Wow.
big settlement, maybe, that they
Uh,
would have to pay.
The only thing is like because
Wow.
SNES 9X, because like it's a free company, like it's a small company. It's like I think they've switched management like so many times over. They might not have enough money to sue them or whatever.
What a weird.
It's true. It's such a weird thing.
I
But
don't have
if they
enough money
choose,
to
they
get
would.
more money.
They would definitely have. It's,
Just wait, like what a
could be
weird
tou-
turn of events. Like they're using a software emulator that you use to play games for free, and they're like, no, it's totally cool as long as you don't make a profit off it. But then even if they sued Retron,
Yeah.
they would
they could be
they
tied up
make
for a while.
They make a profit off it though. They-
And then who sues them?
I don't know what's going on anymore, man. We got
It's just this whole
financial Mexican
complicated thing.
standoff of some guy.
Financial. Senor.
Well, those kind of licenses are pretty common in the open source world.
Okay.
I don't know if SNES 9X is open source, but people do that so that the code always stays open.
Okay.
So, you know, like if you release an open source project, you don't want people packaging up and selling it, and then,
Right.
you know, people can't use whatever they did in their
Right.
projects.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of
So- So, and maybe you can enlighten us on this, Tyler. But like, what would someone do in that instance if someone stole open source code and then sold it for profit? Like, what would happen? The company that originally made it could sue them.
yeah,
Okay.
potentially. So they may have to, you know, pay a settlement per unit that they sold or something like that, or per infringement.
Okay.
There's different ways they calculate it. Like with software, it's harder, right? You know, like
Right. Right.
calculating the damages. But if you're selling physical units, it becomes very easy to
Yeah.
put a number on
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
how many times you.
Wow.
And it's a really popular system right now.
It's curious. turn of
It's
events.
like it's really hard for them to keep them in stock.
It's gonna be even harder if they get sued.
Yeah. I hope
Prob-
they do go under. It'll make my console feel so much more special. It'll give a story behind it.
I think I'm gonna buy one and then just wait. Just play the waiting game.
You just
I-
single-handedly bring them down. They're like, we just can't sell one more.
I win.
Should have used. the cup holder.
I couldn't buy it.
Wait, what?
Hi, Randall. Would you be interested in buying a Retron 5, like, eventually?
Only to sell it.
I know a guy who wants to
Only to
sell
sell
it.
it.
Okay, you might be disappointed then.
Maybe you could flip a profit on it. You can't do that.
I don't know. It's just like one of those weird things. I guess there is a market for like reproduction things, but like or
I got an
like
idea.
emulation things or knockoff things, but like it's hard to figure out like if there is like an aftermarket thing for this.
I got an idea. You buy a Raspberry Pi, not like a literal Pi, but like the little tiny computer.
Yeah,
You download SNES 9X on it. And then
that's
you,
illegal.
and then you just go like this.
I will have nothing.
150
to do
bucks,
with this.
please. No, I'm just saying.
$50, please.
No. I will
saying.
do nothing of that illegal sort.
Yeah.
What are you trying to tell me to do here, Adam?
I don't know. Let's talk after the show.
Sounds like a plan.
Randall gonna die.
Good
Turf
stuff.
Wars, the Raspberry Pi versus
Versus the Retron.
versus the Retron 5.
It's 5 versus 5.
5 versus 5. Excellent.
Console wars.
Life of Pi, the revenge.
Life of 5 Pies.
This could go on for a while.
Yeah, no, we're done. We're done here.
We're done here.
Moving on.
Cool. I finished South Park: Stick of Truth.
You did.
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Isn't that a great game?
Oh, it's amazing.
You know what's crazy? Adam,
100% one of the best games I've played.
Andy has been telling me that he's been playing everything that you've been playing roughly at the same time.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so weird.
He's been
Is
playing
he-
through Stick of Truth.
Ooh.
I don't know where he is in it,
Okay.
but yeah, I just talked to him recently, and he said he was playing through Stick of Truth.
All right, Andy.
said it
Time
was-
to up your game because I pre-ordered Shadow of Mordor. So
Did you really?
hop on that. Yeah.
I
yeah.
was gonna mention this because my cousin, I rarely talk to him, and when I do, it's always a good time.
Mhm.
He,
Just had to throw that in there, and it's good. It's magical every time we talk.
it is. It
He's
is.
just standing outside the window with a stick. Just yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. It's always good.
It's the best. It's my favorite time in the world. No, he said that he pre-ordered it, and I'd never heard of it. And then he said, "Go look at the gameplay footage for it." And I said, "All right, sure."
Mhm.
So I went, and that game looks cool.
Yeah, I like.
It's
Okay,
currently doing really well too.
it
It's
was
also rated M for mature, which is weird.
yeah
that
because it's
doesn't
a licensed game that's rated M as well. That's
Yeah.
like almost unheard of.
The movies aren't even rated. It's like Wolverines.
Yeah, I know. But like, that game was totally not on my radar at all. It didn't matter how many podcasts I
Yep.
listened to that said like, "Oh, this game is really good," and I'm really impressed with it so far. I was just like, "Nah, you're wrong." No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't like that. I just didn't care, right? I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, whatever."
But he was.
And then I watched a review for it, and I got to see the gameplay in the review, and I was like, "Wow, this actually looks like super fun." And then like I checked out the aggregate review scores, and it's ridiculous. The game is scoring super well, both
Yeah.
amongst users and critics, and
Yep.
it's selling really well. And
Yep.
like, yeah, I think like fans of Lord of the Rings are really happy with it. It's got like something for everybody, basically. If you're a fan or you're not a fan.
Yep.
It's apparently
Yep.
got a very Batman Arkham City kind of combat style, which I can totally dig. I think that's awesome. So,
Would have guessed that people would still be interested in Lord of the Rings games like 10 years after the first movie came out.
yeah, and like
Oh, no, 10
70
years
years
after
after
the
the first book.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
ended.
you gotta think the
Fairly
Hobbit.
constant level. Of,
The Hobbit's going right now.
It is,
The third installment in the movies has not come out yet.
But
so
they're not as successful as the other ones. They're
because
They're
they're not
getting,
as
like, pretty
good
close.
as the other.
Yeah, I would
Span one
completely agree
move.
with you.
one
have-
book into 3 movies.
I haven't seen any of them. The Hobbit.
Oh, the Hobbit. I thought you meant like the Lord of the Rings. I was like, yeah.
No. I've
You're
watched
not.
the.
I don't know. You're not
Rise
missing
of
much,
Lord of the
man.
Rings.
I love
Somebody-
the original Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Somebody someday will come out with like a super cut of the Hobbit movies that are like all 3, but it's like 120
Seamless.
minutes or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And that'll be like
Yeah,
good.
that'll be the definitive
Wait
version.
for that.
I think you're totally right. The definitive version will come out after the last movie, and it'll be 2.5 hours long, and it'll be all scenes from the movie. Like, it's so bloated, it's ridiculous.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Is it just like, oh,
It's
look
so
at
much
Moat of
filler.
New Zealand?
so? Like, did you see the first one?
Yeah, I've seen both.
Okay, so I haven't seen the second one. I heard Desolation of Smog is a lot better.
Eh.
Yeah. Is that like really?
Smog's pretty cool, but he's in it for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Or
So
Smaug.
Yeah,
Smog.
Smog.
is that how they say it?
Smaug.
Literally, they do.
Yeah.
Smog.
I'm pretty sure it's Smog.
His
I'm gonna
voice is
call
pretty
it
cool, though.
Smog.
It's
Although,
pretty
like,
awesome.
Oh, nice.
Although people call like Ornstein and Smog, I call them Smog. Some people are like Smoo. Ornstein and
Shmoo.
I've
I
heard
think it's
that
be-
too. Yeah.
I think
Really?
it's because only like there are a couple words in English where the GH creates a ooh noise, right? Like it's silent, like through, right?
Oh yeah.
As an
I'm not gonna
example,
intimidate anyone
Laugh.
with the name Smoo.
yeah, Ornstein and Smoo.
The shmoo on his foot.
I smell you, Hobbit.
you just show-
the wrath of Smoo.
I just picture like Ornstein drops down with like his spear, and then Smog drops, and he's like me.
Smoo, Smoo,
Oh no. Yeah. So anyway.
Shmoo.
The first movie, it's like I don't know, it's like takes around 35 or 40 minutes before they actually leave the Shire, and go on their grand adventure, and they're just singing songs about what Bilbo Baggins hates and throwing plates around. I was like, what is happening?
Well, that was the book.
Yeah, but like, there was like one song in like
That's
in the
Tolkien's
book.
writing.
But like the thing is that there isn't that much singing in the book even. Like it was, I don't know, it was silly.
You want to back me up on this? Was there that much singing?
It's the only book I ever read.
There
I
were
never read the
songs,
original
but-
trilogy. I read The Hobbit, and so it's the only book that I actually knew. And I went into it going like, what is happening? Like I wasn't confused. I'm just saying that like,
The
You
movie
know.
just spends an excessively long time on these songs.
it would be the thing
and
I would
action
cut.
sequences.
It would be 100% the thing I would cut. And then they include things that don't actually happen in the book. They just like throw them in there, like, yeah, well, that was part of the lore.
Yeah,
and it's
they're-
like, why would you? What?
For the record, the
Yeah.
reason I wanted Tyler's backup on this is because I know his wife is like a huge Lord of the Rings dork.
What does she think of
Yeah,
that?
she hates the Hobbit movies too.
Oh, right.
Oh,
on.
really?
There we go.
Okay,
it's cool.
awesome,
And
good.
Yeah.
what I really hate is they've added things to try and kind of bridge it with Lord of the Rings,
Mm.
and it makes the characters look so stupid in Lord of the Rings.
Really?
It's the prequel effect. I hate
Yeah.
it so
Yeah.
much. It's exactly what George Lucas tried to do with the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah,
it's
like they're kind of retconning almost, and then it's like
Oh.
if you watched it in chronological order now, like if you watched The Hobbit first and then you watched Lord of the Rings, you'd be like, these guys are idiots.
yeah, that's
Huh.
so silly. I hate that. That sucks. That's exactly what they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like, yeah, Darth Vader built C-3PO. What?
Yeah, why did he have what?
What are you talking about? Chewbacca was a diplomat? What are you talking about? What's happening?
Why do they all have to know each other?
Yeah, they don't have to know each other. It's a huge galaxy. They don't have to know each other. It's like Han Solo will just go waltzing around in the background. So stupid. It makes a gigantic world feel like it's only like a town big. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah,
everything's
yeah.
like all tied together. I don't know.
Whoa, you from Omicron Persei 8? You know Al? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Hobbit movies. That's the first movie. I didn't like it.
All right, all
It
right.
got okay. So after they fell through the tunnels or whatever, and they fall into the layer of the goblins and the orcs and stuff
You're
like that.
supposed to say spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. That's when I feel like it got better. That was about an hour and a half maybe, and I was like, whew,
How long are these movies?
they're like 3
2.5
hours
hours.
long.
Yeah,
hours,
they're
They're
yeah.
Peter Jackson movies, so they're mandatory at least 3 hours long. And then,
So horrible.
yeah,
Remember seeing a
thought it
review
was
for
good.
Iron Man 3? It was just like, yeah, 2.5 hours. We got a short one this time. Huh. And not only that, it's not even accurate. It's the longest one of the
I was
trilogy.
gonna say I don't remember. Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't remember the first or second one being super long.
Yeah, because they're not. I guess anyone can have a review on Rotten.com or RottenTomatoes.com.
Rotten.com.
all different.
Listeners,
Tomatoes.
please don't go to Rotten.com.
Add tomatoes.
Yeah, add tomatoes before you hit enter on the search bar, please.
Risky click.
Very risky click.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Do you want those biscuits?
It's
Okay,
time for you to pack your baggins.
we're hashtag YOLO swaggins.
YOLO swag. Oh god. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Voice Chat, Winnipeg's best and only video game radio show. This is our 100th episode.
Bill
And it
Bro,
has
do you
been-
even lift?
Bill Bro, Bill Bro swaggins.
Bro, do you even?
Bro.
Oh my god. Okay, before we end the show, let's take a vote. What song should we end the show with?
Oh man.
It's our 100th episode. We gotta end something good. We're like another few minutes away from the ending,
Okay.
but
okay.
but I need
kinda-
to cue something up.
Premature ended.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hate it when
Never
that happens.
Smash Bros? Smash Bros?
Smash Bros again? Which Smash Bros one? What have we not done?
What have we not done? Actually, you know what?
What's
Can
your favorite video game song?
video game song?
Go.
Off the top of my head.
Yes.
You know what? Can we do the? Did we do Super Metroid
I feel like we did one time.
one time?
Yeah.
Okay. How about the Fire Emblem main theme?
I would vote.
Overall.
I would vote for something out of Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Final Fantasy?
Tyler,
Okay.
what's your vote?
I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything either.
Ooh, Terra's theme.
From.
The opening from Final Fantasy 3/6.
Nope.
Oh no. What about? What's that girl's name? Oh my god, I can't remember her name. The commander. She sings in the opera in Final Fantasy 6.
Celis.
Yes, her theme. The
What about-
opera theme.
What about Animal Crossing? right?
So we've got
KK Slider.
I've been playing it on 3DS.
we've
I
got
figure-
three that are on the same page.
I figure
page, and then you just
they're all pretty much
drop-
exactly the same.
Stupid Animal Crossing.
Why do I love it so much?
I played it on 3DS, and it's good, but it's kind of boring. Like, I want more to happen.
I can't get into the series that
Star
much.
Fox.
Oh, I'm in for
Oh
that.
wait, can
I don't think we've ended with Star
Corneria?
Fox ever.
Do you like the Corneria theme?
Do the one from Smash, from Brawl.
Okay.
Yeah, the
There's a new Star Fox game coming out in
sometime 2015, right? Yeah.
All right,
2025.
I'm gonna cue this up.
I hope so. I hope that game comes out and is amazing.
No, it's been announced. It's coming out
Yeah, I know, but
in 2015. You mean?
What is
Yeah.
with Star Fox 64 still being so ridiculously effing expensive on the eShop? Even on sale, it was like $30. I was like, this
Oh.
is a remake of an old game.
Wait,
That
you
you
mean
just
the
throw-
3DS version?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still a 3DS game. It's like Nintendo
yeah,
games
it,
never.
no, 'cause
Nintendo
they-
games like
they
almost
upped it,
never
it
become.
looks-
I know,
it looks great.
but as an example, I just bought Animal Crossing for $25 on the eShop, and that
$5 more, man. And it's Animal Crossing versus Star Fox.
I'm just saying
It
that like
might not have done that well.
But Star
Animal
Fo-
Crossing because it came out kind of recently.
Animal Crossing didn't
Yeah,
do as
like
well.
a year ago.
I don't think Star Fox didn't do as well on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Probably because they were selling for like $50 for a game that everyone.
50.
Yeah, that's what I
thought
mean.
You said 30.
Well, in
On
Canada,
sale, it
in
was
Can-
30.
That
That's
was,
what I mean.
In Canada, it was 45 plus tax,
Yeah,
which
that's
was normal
insane.
at the time.
That
No,
was
I think that's insane.
It's ridiculous.
It was a
Yeah.
launch game too, though, right?
Yeah.
It
And
was,
the
yeah.
3DS was
Yeah.
tanking at
2011.
launch.
Yeah.
At least close to launch, I think.
Right?
But yeah.
Isn't that crazy that it would still be
Yeah.
that expensive?
Yeah.
It should
Yeah.
be $20 now. That's just it.
No,
Flat.
but like that's the thing. Nintendo games almost never become platinum hits or
true.
whatever they what are they player's choice. They
Cool.
rarely go on sale unless they sell a boatload, like say Twilight Princess or like Mario Galaxy. There's still a whole bunch of games last generation that didn't become greatest hits.
I've noticed.
I've
noticed
noticed
that.
Nintendo.
I've noticed.
Iwata. Iwata.
Oh, by the way, one
Oh, that reminded me.
that did. No, we never. We did get to Nintendo headquarters in Kyoto.
Oh, awesome!
We didn't put the pictures up yet.
Oh my
We
god,
won't.
I'm so pumped.
didn't know that.
We did get there, and we got to the gate, and then the guards there. We kind of just walked through casually.
They're
We
all
saw-
just playing 3DSs.
we saw this woman go in, and we're like, whoa, man, she's like legit personnel. She smiled at us and like waved, and then walks on. And I'm like, oh my god, who is she? Should I know her? I think I don't know her. I don't know. Maybe she's cool. Whatever.
You're like,
Keep walking.
Zelda! You just run after her.
No, and then me and Rachel kept walking, and then you see this like this guard booth, and they're flipping through this Rolodex of like plastic cards, and they pull out one, and they're like,
Sorry,
they're like, sumimasen, excuse me, and they like give us this card and it says, we are really sorry, but you cannot be here at this time, and I'm like, oh.
I kind of like the idea
And
that
then me and
Nintendo
Rachel
was still.
high-fived. Me and Rachel high-fived. We're like, we talked to Nintendo employees. Woo!
That's awesome.
This is like the leader syndrome from Simpsons.
I kind of like the idea that
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo was using a Rolodex still to give you like a phone number or something like that.
It was absolutely like they have it in like probably every language in the world. They're like,
It was a Hanafuda
this one
card.
looks like
And
you.
they just assumed that you spoke English. Racist.
Awfully.
It's a stupid gaijin. Give him card.
Nintendo 3DS.
Okay.
Nintendo 3DS.
Stay away from Mr. Wata.
Come with nub. Nintendo 3DS.
Come with nub. I was like, what?
Nub. There's the nub.
No.
Nub. The nub.
The nub.
That's nub cost $5,000. Okay, well, we should probably end the 100th episode. So what should we say? What wisdom can we impart on people after 100 episodes?
For those of you who don't play games, y'all are noobs. For those of you who play games,
Just punish them. Deter them from
For
getting
those of
into
you who
the
are
hobby.
curious about our hobby, get out. We don't want you.
yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Get out.
For those of you that
He
play
doesn't mean that.
games,
For those of you that play
uh,
games, be more inclusive.
yeah, try and play more games. Quit being such filthy casuals.
You know, those people, right?
For those of you
Such
that,
elitist jerks.
I was working up the ladder. For those of you who do nothing but play games, this is a show for you. And quit being a
None of
jerk.
this
Makes us sound like losers. None of this is encouraging.
Quit being such uppity jerks. Play
love
more
it.
games. Be,
I love the idea
be
that
friendly.
2 years on the air and we've just been fostering this hateful community. If you want to join the hate, you can always tweet at us at UMFM Voice Chat.
There you go.
Facebook.com/UMFM Voice Chat. That's where all the episodes are always posted after the show in case you missed it. Maybe you're driving home and you're like catching the end of this and you're like, I hate casuals too. That's where you can go. You can find us on iTunes as well by just searching Voice Chat.
Find me particularly on Steam or on PSN as Razgetma, RASGETTMA. Game with us. I'll crush you.
Why are you pointing to
I
me?
want you to say something.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to undo everything Randall said. But if you're new to the game experience, just anything you can game with, just be it Nintendo DS for a few minutes or even iPhone, whatever.
Lame.
Uh,
Lame. I'm totally
Or
kidding.
just enjoy the
even
hobby, man.
iPhone. Yeah.
For those of you that actually listen to the show, you guys know I'm kidding.
Tyler.
I guess for those of us who've been listening from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
we really need to sort our lives out.
Yeah.
Why do we do it?
It's not getting any better. 100 episodes.
Special thanks to our longtime listeners, commenters, Max Sanchez, Loaf, Faldre,
You know what? Like Jay Vimes.
Vimes.
Everybody who's
Andy.
out there who's commenting on stuff and who's hitting us up on Twitter and Facebook and emailing umfmvoicechat@gmail.com.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
Your support's awesome, and we really appreciate it.
We really do. It's, everyone says, oh yeah, we appreciate our fans, but we are a niche community, so
Yeah.
it's good to have you aboard.
For sure. Good stuff. And my advice is don't eat Cheetos and then touch your controller because otherwise it gets all crazy.
Yeah, you gotta wash it off with like Mountain Dew or something.
It's like
Or
with
Doritos.
Mountain Dew.
Dr Pepper, Tostitos, and salsa.
There's like 40 ruined controllers by the end of the day. You're like, that didn't work at all.
By the end of the day. Good thing I bought 39 control. Oh!
I like the idea that they crumple it up like a piece of paper and throw it away. All right, we should probably end the show. So thanks so much, listeners. Stay frosty.
Good game, listeners.
Peace.
Take it easy.